You
Hello.
you have been busy, haven't you?
Have
Oh,
been.
hello.
There you go, guys. Just before we started, those there's the new overlay. I've been doing a little bit of text on you. We have obviously character
Oh,
names.
it is visible.
It is visible. There's the saturation overpass on your.
Very good.
The character names at the top, and we character classes, races, stats, and then at the
Lovely.
bottom is subclass, battle master, path for Islam, circle of the moon for Gale of the Good, arcane domain, bard school, being your
That is fine.
being your and totem, the totem of the warrior, path of the totem warrior. Stody with the host. There's no alerts, guys, so don't panic if you don't see it play. Purely because role play and talking stuff. Again, no interactive as well. Only got one bot running, which I'm running. Spamming. In the chat. Of course. Good. So, without further ado, we're probably going to go through and do a reintroduction to characters tonight. Mainly, obviously, character coming in with platforms, previous episodes, starting with 10. Previous episodes are all up on my YouTube. Description below on all. Catch up on the story.
All right.
I heard that through my microphone. Anywho, without further ado, let's get started with Paradym Bolt. Quick recap. You guys took your rest with Maris and Aslan taking first. Aslan and Maris chatted about where Aslan was from and discovered telepathic abilities had grown stronger. God, speaking. And Maris had also decided to tie Alessandra's feet while they slept. Didn't have the effect she'd hoped. Relieved she wasn't hurt, but right. Het and Ellie then took next watch. Again, relatively uneventful, but divided and Het, Grace and ID. Het, while a little taken aback, was accepting a question about. After a morning meal of kobold, which some were not impressed with, get on your journey back to. Along the way, you spotted a rock flying around. Something. Arriving back at Baham, you had a meal, a few drinks, heading back to the. On returning, you Orphe identify some items for you found. Then returned to the guild hall where you were bestowed the full membership of the guild. Magical tattoo, which fixed the. With your guild tattoos and writs, sat down to a 100-year-old bottle of whiskey. After 3 rounds of shots, Alessandra and Aslan both passed out cold. Amaris deftly carried them both to the guild house. Her and Het set out to find an alchemist. Amaris bought some tents for the group and found a weaponsmith craft strings and flasks. Then both returned to the guild house for a well-deserved. This is where we pick up our.
Sweet.
Start our journey to core group waking in the, after talking about trials. You've now full members of the guild. Hear what you're going to talk to.
Where were we last? Were we in the tavern?
You were in the guild hall resting. You used the guild hall rooms of the
That's
two
right, we did
passed out
too.
characters.
Don't know what you're
Basically,
talking about.
we start with the morning. It'll be sort of, I'd say, earliest morning, 7:30, 8ish, mate. And you've all woken. Room, but up to
Well, I'm going to go and find Ali's room, and I'm going to tip the contents of my wareskin over her and say, "Woohoo! We did it!" Because she looked a little bit worse for wear last night.
And you do so. You in your room. So I'd say the girls.
All right, then.
You sort of wake up and you're feeling a little headachy-ish. A pretty good bottle of. You're not hungover, but well, you're feeling the. And take your water and put over Andres' head.
Morning, Ali!
Alice, try to make wisdom saving throw.
Dirty 19.
Okay. You wake up with a start and coughing and sputtering, battered across. Good. You got a nasty. You're not sick, but definitely hungry.
I piffed the pillow at Namaris.
Pillow fight! Yes!
Make an attack roll. See if you can actually hit it. Pillow.
Oh fuck!
Because you're pretty hungover and just had a face.
I rolled a 5.
A 5, yeah, no, you miss. Your aim's way off. You heft the pillow. I mean, you heft it with enough force to hit her if you at her, but you threw.
I attempt to catch it, and I just kind of look at Ali and say, "Come on, should we go get some breakfast? You're not looking very good."
Yeah, all right, let's go. Do you mind carrying me down there?
I have no problem with that. Just jump on.
Oh, without any argument, climbs on Harris's back, and you get Mr. Hit.
Yes.
You awaken in
I,
your room. First thing you notice is that Gillian's bed empty.
I check it. I check it for signs of feces and pee.
No feces.
Well, that didn't get him up. I guess he's gone for his morning stroll or something. He's a moody little chap. Aslan's still there?
Aslan is still there. He is already bed. He looks up at you and morning Hit. How did you sleep? I had. He looked pretty green.
Mm.
Passed out as well. Really green. I think I rest a bit.
Okie dokie then. Just as a note, while you were hammered, I went out and ordered us some flasks like a team. They'll have the lion etching on them and everything when they're finally made. It'll be really cool.
He sort of just mumbles. Okay.
Okie dokie then. I guess I'll catch up with the girls and see you when you awake. Sweet dreams. I guess my metabolism is much quicker than yours.
Sort of burps loud. Throwing up. In the fetal position.
Hit heads off down to the main gallery where the woman will be.
Problem. As you guys head back down to the main, again in the main hall, you got table sort of floating around.
Hello, Jeremy.
Morning, Mr. Hit. How you doing? Hope you guys didn't much of that. I did pretty powerful stuff. I had some of my young days, and I lost 2 or 3 days of our.
Well, I don't know if you've met our lovely ladies, but they always drink too much of this stuff, and it seems that a couple of the men do too.
He has a bit of a chuckle to him.
I look over at him and go, Het, us ladies drink a lot. I don't think that I'm too worse for wear this.
No, me either. Maybe it's just the softies, eh? They
I
never ask what
reckon.
you reckon.
I reckon. These lot can't drink.
Looking around the room, DM, what's going on in this main hall?
In the main hall today, there's a few guild members floating around. You notice a few of the guild members sort of from previous days back and forward over the last sort of 3 or 4 weeks with trials. You do notice one guild member you've not really seen. She's sitting by herself at the table. She's got a few bits and pieces with it. Clearly see that she also has. She's well, seems to be quietly sitting, talking to.
I reckon.
Hit.
Like her.
Sorry, you go ahead.
Oh, okay.
Hit, looking around the room, also wants to see what are they doing? This woman's sitting on her own, but what are the general people doing in the area?
Noticed again, most of them are having breakfast, some form.
So
of
it's an eatery area. Okay.
It's a main like there's tables set up for eating and sort of a lounging type area, fireplace, which is depends on the something happening half like the main part of the half had. Things you'd expect to see in a guild house. Trophies from different. Like I say, the general atmosphere is at this main hall. Wait for Griffin if they're in this sort of pretty much run. There's a few other servants.
Ellie and Nimaris, I guess we'll be getting breakfast. It seems to be the common mushrooms for Nimaris.
Mushroom.
Mushrooms for me. I like mushrooms. Sounds good to me. Maybe we should go and sit down and see what they've got for breakfast. Although I don't think that Allie's going to be eating much today because she looked a bit green when she woke up.
And I slide off Namaris's back.
Alright, I'll walk around over and get the food.
Okay, so like I say, Jeremy pretty much handles it. Wander over to Jeremy. This morning, Master Hit, we guys in for breakfast this morning? Possibly. Everyone else has sort of had.
What's special?
It's really nothing special. I mean, usual crap every day. We can get something in for you guys if you like, but it might take a little bit longer. Usually, all we have is the ale and dried meat. Not much else, really.
Have you got any mushrooms?
No mushrooms. I'm sorry.
No.
Okay,
Jerky,
just a regular breakfast for all of us
beef
then. Thank you. I
jerky.
will pay for that.
No charges. It's a guild thing. You guys are members. Fine. So basically, you get the complimentary guild list, which is essentially just assortment of dried meats, jug of ale. And
Well, choose the seat to the maybe the lonely girl, where there's less seating going on around the other.
cutting in and out. But catch some.
Sorry, I just we'll take a clearer table, maybe where the girl was sitting on her own.
Okay. So you're going to sit close to her? Close-ish?
Just down from her.
You guys take up position. You're probably 2 or 3 seats away from where this woman's sitting. As you get closer, you notice she doesn't look like she's no tall. Lady, she Elvin race. Got a black hair with sort of green, with a greenish tint. Very tanned. Very slight as well, as you'd expect from an Elvin. Again, like going through some notes. She looks around every now and again, a little bit nervous looking. She doesn't look like she's out of place, but she doesn't be there.
Right, well, I'm going to just kind of wander over to her table and say, why don't you come join us? Because you look like you're a bit lonely over here.
And I look up from my papers, kind of startled, and say, "Oh, all right.
Oh, I'm named Mars, by the way. Hello.
Hi, I'm Fiela."
Maris, would you describe what Fiela sees?
Now, when she looks at me, she sees this big hulking woman with bright red hair, quite pale skin, quite bulky. I've very much got the big axe on my back, so I might look a little bit intimidating.
So essentially, you're a barbarian woman. Tall, she's built like quite big. Best. Travels. Trials as so she doesn't. A little intimidating to look at, but she seems friendly enough. As you sit down with the rest of the group, Het, could you describe yourself to?
Yes, Het leans over and extends a hand and says, "I'm Het. Nice to meet you." And as she sees him, she will see a rather large, just over 6 foot tall, white dragonborn. Hard to tell whether it's male or female, but definitely male. He has some blue tinges. There's some blue tinges to his scale, but mostly white and silver. And he is wearing a full studded leather tunic, and he has a nice-looking lute strapped to his back. He also, amongst his gear, when he breathes, you see almost like a smoke, but not a smoke, more of a steam or a low sort of cloud coming from his nostrils and even off his skin area.
Almost like a frost. That own breath, frosty more.
That's it.
I
I was thinking dry ice, but I couldn't think of it. There it is, dry ice.
Yeah, I mean, again, dry ice. That kind of foggy, kind of hangs around his nostrils. Like if he breathes. You've never seen a dragonborn before. This is the first time you've ever seen one, so nervous as you normally are, you back by his presence, 'cause it's quite large. Also a little intrigued by his race, because you've heard about dragonborn. Big mouth. Does take you back a little. Light enough.
I'm gonna let out a loud, audible gulp, and my eyes are wide.
Don't worry, love. I won't bite.
Much.
Unless you ask him nicely.
Well, that's true.
And sitting next other young woman, describe yourself to.
Not much to look at. I'm medium size, plain looking. Yeah, that's about it.
Long dark brown hair, grayish eye. But yes, very nondescript, plain looking. Woman. Very young. Probably you'd sort of determine maybe.
Nice to meet you.
Oh, good. I'm going back to sleep now.
I look at her and I'm like, Ali,
Alice,
do you want me to biff some more water at you?
Alessandra says,
Or would you like a lift back up the stairs, love?
And I'll just sit here and wait a bit, hopefully.
so as you guys wait, Jeremy brings out your breakfast. Jeremy turns around to the other and says, "Oh, you're joining this. Do you want anything, love? I didn't see you sitting with you. You okay? Wanting breakfast?"
Probably just some coffee. Thank you.
I'm coming right up, and he starts off back. And probably about 10 or 15 minutes later, comes out with a big jug of hot black coffee. 2 or 3 sort of.
You look at it and go, oh, I might have some of that.
Coffee.
About this, probably about 10 or 15 minutes into you guys getting, Jeremy approaches again and, Mr. Het, I have a note for you. Was left at the desk last night. I believe that I asked to give it to you this morning. Hands you a piece of paper. On the piece of paper, it reads, "Hey guys, sorry that I'm not there to be with you in the morning, but I've had to take off, deal with personal matters back in my town. I don't think this guild life is for me. I'm a bit rash and foolhardy. Decided to head back home and try and turn my hat blacksmithing. Find Uh-oh. Hello? Oh, I'm still here. Guys, I think Discord just died. Give me a minute. I think Discord just fell over. One of the mods just want to pop that in. Discord just died on us. Oh no. I just died. I think it died for everyone. Yeah, might have died just for us.
And hit.
That's there we go. We're
Hello.
back.
Hello.
I think the Discord might have just might have been the server to Australia. We're back.
Okay.
I think
Hang on,
it
I don't
might have
think
just
Hit's back.
text you.
You back, hat.
To read. Yep. Give us a couple of seconds, guys. Technological difficulties. Hello.
Right, how we?
Oh, there we go.
back.
Hello.
Sweet.
Right.
Sorry, I had to.
So what did you get and what?
I got as far as the note. I heard the note message, and that was pretty much it.
You
Did
got
it
the whole
die?
message?
Yeah, got the whole message, and then
Okay.
it died.
I think it was a. So yeah, so
Cool.
that was the
It
note.
was cutting in and out, but yeah.
So basically, the gist of the note is Gillian has gone home to his hometown to his blacksmithing. He believes that the guild life is not for him. That's why he left him.
Okay, I'm disappointed I can't get to tie him up anymore.
He finishes reading the note and hands it around the group.
Oh, that's a bit sad.
Yes, he was getting better too. I thought he was learning a lot.
Yep, okay.
Well, at least I suppose you won't get us killed.
I guess it's back to jokes on Ellie then.
Oh, you like the sound of that?
Try it.
Watch me.
Oh, God.
I kind of
So
wave
I
at
guess
Ali. It's okay, because I've still got hits, so I've got to get back occasionally as well.
I guess we go and see if what the guild duties are today. Do we? What's the deal here? Does anyone know? Do we have to go and see the main dude, or do we check out a notice board?
You do notice there is a notice board at the front of the guild house, right by the main doors. There is a guild notice board. Has a few basically just random jobs. There will be. Riffin did tell you.
Great.
On the guild notice board at the moment,
Which hit finishes his meal and goes to.
you finish your meal, go over to the guild notice
Yes.
board, and on the guild notice board, you do see another notice about the Brawlers Cauldron held every month. Come up and martial combat between two competitors. The round robin thing, you go in, former champions get challenged, existing champions basically won. The winning purse is 500 gold pieces. Moment Volda, current champion, half giant lady. Aris knows very well. Beat Volda.
Next time she's mine.
Is bounty posted. A band of malicious bandits lurked the pass between Gatton and Artherstadt. Artherstadt fell, sorry. Been attacking, robbing people along the road. A bounty of 1,000 gold pieces been posted from the area. So have another posting, Riffield's Wrath. Travel to Riffield and investigate the rumor of an outbreak of undead. No word from the scouts that was. So one more posting. Contract. This is contract's been posted for quite some time. Woman mysteriously disappeared some time ago. Turn her alive or dead to the guild house. Contract price is 2,000 gold. Any loot you find is yours. She was obsessed with the old ruined Tomb of Horrors. Alice Ronus, did you go up to the notice board with Het? Table.
I'm looking at this coffee.
Obviously, you didn't go to the notice.
No.
So,
Hit takes. Are they removable items or is something he has to write down? Okay.
you can
Hit.
take the
Hit removes the bandits. Sorry.
bounty.
The bounty for the bandits. And he removes the undead outbreak one.
Fields Wraith. REF. Refield's Wraith. Contract.
And he takes the contracts back to the table and shows the team. Hey team, maybe a couple of jobs we could get I know our teeth into. Sorry, not to be rude, Fiala, we're just looking at making ourselves established here in the guild house.
Oh, do you know if any guild groups are recruiting? Because I'm kind of all by myself.
Oh, why are you by yourself? What happened?
Oh, my group disbanded and kind of went their separate ways, so I was kind of
You didn't
trying
get
to
him.
sell.
You didn't get him killed by any chance, did you?
Is that a pattern?
I don't know if it's a pattern, but Allie's right. If you were responsible somehow, maybe we could leave it.
No, not this time. No.
I just kind of
Well,
look at her and go, "Not this time." What?
So, anyone recruiting or?
Well, I mean, Allie, Neymaris, we are. I mean, Gillian's gone. We know that. Ezlin's, well, he's not looking up to it today. We could do with an extra pair of hands if we go somewhere.
I suppose.
Oh, that'd be good.
Maybe we should leave a note with Ezlin. And Hit quickly scrolls a note down in his notebook and then rips a page out. Heads upstairs and leaves a
You get to
note
his
that we could be in
forehead.
either of those places.
You get to his forehead.
Nailed to his forehead.
I'd say stick it at the bottom of the chamber pot because that's likely where he's going to be looking later.
It's possible.
Before Hit does that, actually, he will say to the team, so the bounty, the bandits, or what do you think about this Riffield's Wraith? Which do you think we should head to first?
Bandits, I think, sounds like it needs to be dealt with pretty quick smart.
Agreed. What about you, Allie?
Coffee.
I
Bandits
clip
it is.
Ali upside the head.
Ow. All right, we'll do it.
Fiala, might I ask, before we head out, what is your skill set? What can you bring to the table that will aid us?
Well, I was raised by a druid, so I usually do the circle of the moon. I can shape into different creatures if need be, and
Whoa, hold them. You can shape into different creatures. That is wicked.
yeah, I was trying to shape into one of you when I saw you, but it didn't.
Hit takes a subtle look at Alessandros to see if she's taking notice.
I turn around and kind of look at her and think, well, I was raised by the bloody Arcana Guild, and I'm no bloody good at math. She was trying to.
So Hit, you pull out your map, pop it down on the table in front of everyone. Township of Riffield, north. Gatton. No, you know where Gatton is. You were very first trial you got. Lake Gatton is on your map. Yours, Arthur Stack Bells. Go to the. Both of those quests are.
I might need to find some glasses because I can't see that map very well.
Sorry, I'll just move it around on the table for you here, Nemara, so you can see better.
I just look at him. Okay, thank you.
I guess if we take both of these notes with us from the notice board, we head to, basically Gatton. Then we're going to be in the vicinity of both. I'll leave my note for Azulin to tell him that we'll be in that space.
Sounds good to me. Do you think we might need horses?
That's a good point.
I'll just run over and see.
From your previous travels, you took you a day and a half to 2 base of the Howling Mountain.
So I'm just going.
half ride from the base of the house. About 3.
So we'd best go via the dragon stables then, just to see the boys and pick up a couple of horses.
Excellent. I grab Alessandra by the back of the shoulders and pick her up out of the chair and tap her on the back and say, "Come on, Allie. I feel today's going to be a bloody good day."
I'm glad you think so.
Maybe we should go via. Oh, actually, we have a druid. You got anything that might help her in the Herbie with her headache and stuff? To Fiala?
Do I have anything?
Roll a medicine check for me.
Ah, 9.
You've got an understanding of herbs may ease a headache. You don't have anything. Tables you might buy some, but currently.
We might have to get some on the way.
Do you reckon that a hand axe to the back of the head might help?
Might make the trip go by faster for her.
Fiala, are you assuming gender?
Got confused.
I heard that slip. All right. So what are we up to, team?
I believe we're heading to the stable.
Heading to the stables.
Sorry, Namaris.
No, we both said the same thing at the same time.
Dragon stable.
Oh,
It'll take you about an hour to get from the guild.
but before we go there, I really want to go and have a bath.
Test with.
Oh, I remember you mentioning that last time,
Didn't-
actually.
That's right. You didn't get to have one the night before, did you?
No.
And I think actually looking at the group, guys, maybe we all could do with a bit of a dunking in some warm water because you all smell bad.
Oh, I do not have warm water baths.
Well, you can have a cold water one then, but man, geez.
This is how dragons always smell.
What's wrong with my smell, huh? What?
You're smelling a little bit pukey, love.
But I didn't puke, did I? Hang on, I can't remember. No!
But you probably did. Roll a d20.
20.
Yeah, you puked.
We might need some herbs for that too.
It wasn't like you puked all over yourself. It was a little bit of dry puke on top of your.
You don't think I throw water skins at people just for shits and giggles, do you?
You really wanted to answer that one?
Oh, yeah, I do, but shh.
Alright, so you leave the guild house, head towards Dragon's Farthing bathhouse, and find your way there. And obviously, Namaris, you've been there before, so they welcome you. How many baths you?
Well, I only want one myself, but it's got to be a quick one.
The communal bath you could.
Well, I'm just here for the get in and get out, get in, get clean, get out, because we've got shit to do. So the communal bath will do me fine today.
As long as the communal bath temperature is not too hot.
No, it's warmish. Like it's not a piping hot. Like your Roman bathhouse.
Head will bypass the bath and go and head to some cold water area instead.
Yeah, if you ask one of the staff, and they'll quite happily. Problems at all.
Done and done.
Who's paying for it? The communal bath will cost.
Yeah, I
cost
will.
You 2 gold. It's cold water bath.
Alright, no, I'll pay for that.
Knock that off.
Thank you,
guys
Namaris. Much
spend-
obliged.
Oh, good.
Go spend about half an hour, 5 minutes, bathhouse, cleaning yourselves up, making in the next sort of 35, 45 minutes through Valon's Market District, Dragon State. Fiala, you've been through these places a few times as well, but you're still very nervous, and noticeably nervous, guys. Notice that Fiala, every time she's in big groups of people are out, seems to sort of hover close to you guys. Eyes are darting around nervously. Surroundings. Definitely get the impressions being in this.
I just grab her by the arm and say, "It's all right, love. You're with me, and I used to be a guardsman here, so we're."
I give a little eat when she grabs me.
And actually, what?
But thank you.
Get to the guard the dragon stables. One of the guardsmen, another guardsman that you dealt with before, guys. Same guy. Didn't really always seem like it's probably his station. And doing things there, Maris and Europe. Are we heading out again? Are we?
We are. We think we need 1, 2, 3, maybe just 2 horses. We can share a couple between. No, maybe 3.
I don't know. I think the Dragonborn.
Yeah.
I think he needs one of his own.
Yeah, I was just
Seriously,
about to say that.
He's a big lad.
Oh,
He's
I
not-
apologize for the inconvenience.
No inconvenience, sir. It's quite all right. So 4 horses then.
Yeah.
Not a problem. Just give me a moment. He toddles off and comes back and. So some wheat and barley and packs for the horses too. Yes, again. A couple of water skins as well.
Just while I'm thinking about it, I'm just gonna look at the guys and say, "Oh, that's right. I forgot. I've got some tents for you guys as well."
Oh, excellent. Thank you very much.
You already had yours. You were with me.
Oh, in that case, thank you very much again.
So yes, mark and inventory, guys. A tent.
Oh no, I do have it in my inventory. There you go.
So we have your horses. By now, with your bath time, you've probably reached about lunchtime. That sort of day, past 12. So the sun's at the height of it. It's a really nice day outside. Birds are singing, and it's a really
Hit looks over at Fiala. How tall is she?
I think I'm
5 foot. Not very tall.
Not too bad, I suppose. And he speaks to her. He says, "Excuse me, sorry, Fiala. Just wondering, you said you could change shapes. Can you change skin color?"
I can only change into certain creatures that I've seen before.
Can you do a mouse?
Can I do a mouse?
Rat.
Well, I could do a rat.
Oh, that's close.
Giant rat. Well, I suppose you could do a rat. Do a cat.
So, can you do a horse? This is where I'm going with this.
Yes, I can. And I think I know where you're going.
So, I know we've probably already organized this, but if you can do a horse, do you need a horse? I see the dilemma. Wouldn't it be funny, though, if while you're riding a horse, you change into a horse?
I am speechless right now.
I look at Head and shake my head.
Ellie, come on! I thought that was a pretty relevant question. Nonetheless, tally ho, off we go.
Right, so away you go. What speed are you going to travel? We're going to travel at regular speed, fast pace, slow pace.
Regular.
Well, if we're looking for bandits, I guess we better go at regular speed and look a little bit incognito.
We also don't want to wear the horses down too quick.
Regular pace. So you take off at a normal sort of trot. Nothing too fast. Again, this point of the day, you see usual travellers along the road. There's travelling merchants. There's horses and carts. There's soldiers patrolling the road. Nothing out of the ordinary. Nothing you guys wouldn't notice. As you leave the city of Valand, open plains. Not many trees or anything. But you go past a large lake. Getting towards now the latter portion of the day, around 4 or 5 p.m. You've made good pace.
Are there mushrooms?
You want to search for mushrooms along the way?
Yep.
Yeah, you probably find them around the lake. I'd imagine. Roll a
14. I got a 15.
You find a few. You're able to stop for a few moments and the lake. Do a bit of find a few. Mark down 2 days rations. As you travel on to Gala, you notice a few small animals you have noticed. You've seen giant rat. Those rat around the lake. You met. What a rat.
Ooh.
You should also notice goats. Every time you see a new animal, you get a little excited. Transform. Be of help or always get excited.
Sounds good.
Mr. DM, I'm looking at the stats for all our characters on your stream, and
I've not changed.
oh
I
no,
haven't changed anything. All those.
okay, just checking.
I haven't had a change. We're all the same.
Oh, and as we're walking along,
We're all the same as yours, by the way.
Yes, I know.
I ask Het, I kind of look at Het and say, oh, did you have a chance to, and Ali, did you guys get in tune with your item? You know, the bits that we found when we were out on our last quest?
I believe so. I believe that was one of the first things we talked about at the end of the game. I cannot remember.
Attunement.
Yes. All your guys' magical weapons that you found at the end of the game, you've spent that long rest with.
8 hours.
Now,
Because look at
Excellent,
my
thank you.
pretty axe.
But hang on,
That
I
is
was drunk.
beautiful axe.
doesn't matter. You still have them on your
Okay.
person. You only have to spend the time with them. Spent the time. Packed them in.
Done and done. Thank you for the reminder, Namaris, but
Yes,
yes,
thank you, because I forgot.
yes, I did. There's a
I
beautiful
just-
axe, by the way.
Thank you. I think it's quite pretty myself.
Check out my beautiful axe, and I whip the lute out and just play a little ditty.
I quite like those strings.
Yes, custom
Remember, you
to pick up. Yes, they were taking a while. I have to wait for those custom ones if I remember rightly. I wrote down here in my notes. Yes, custom ones coming on the way.
Nice.
So, right, as you travel along, I say about 4:30, 5 o'clock in the evening, and you haven't really seen much. You've seen a few animals. Every time, you guys notice it, every time she sees an animal, she really takes notice. And you guys now probably still haven't reached the forests of the Howling Mountains. You can see them off in the distance. No, you're not that far away. Probably got another half a day's travel at this pace to get to, probably a day's travel to get to the base of the Howling Mountain. Probably got a half day's, 4 or 5 hours, 6 hours forest, which will put you close to the coast. So it's up to you with traveling hours, or you somewhere between here and there, or
I'm feeling fine at the moment.
I feel good, but we do not want to overuse our horses and overwork ourselves. We do not want to get into that position where we start to feel exhausted. What
That's
time of
very
night
true.
do we think it would be?
I said it's still early after, sort of mid to late afternoon, sort of 5ish,
Mid to-
5:30. So probably got another hour or two of sunlight before sunset.
Well, if that's
Shall we
an
ride
hour-
into the dark a few hours?
Well, we don't have any time constraints, so you could always just rest up.
Good
No
call.
time constraint on bounty.
No, it's true.
Anyone in the group have?
Not I.
I think I do.
I
She
think
is an
Fiola's the
elf, yes.
only one.
60 feet.
Could travel at night. Light source. Be relying on Fiala.
Once we get into night, Hit will just light up the horse of the leader.
Going to
Okay.
travel on for a couple of hours into dark.
Agreed, team. Would that be good?
Sounds good to me.
Sounds good to me.
Okay, our vote
Who's
is
leading in the horse? Sorry, go ahead.
Outvoted, does it? So as you move on into the early dusk, the oranges and reds of the sunset sort of fill the sky, and carry on again without really too much incident. You hear and see the trees of the forest getting, as the sun goes down and fire goes into purples and greys, and it plays a tune on his lute.
Hit
Um,
plays Rainbow in the Dark.
The lead horse lights up with a beautiful light. Finds out to about 20 feet in front. Gather you can that field of vision. Front. I travel on for another couple of hours. In without incident. In about 7:38. Pull off the side. Camp for the evening. So, who can lead the tent setting?
I think I can do that.
That
Mm-hmm.
make a survival check. Basically, to see how quickly
16.
I start. Okay.
Mhm.
It takes you about 25-30 minutes to get up. You help everyone set you'll pitch in, gather some firewood, and then you start your fire, and you get a campground. You all sit around your campfire. We'll mark off a day's rations as well.
I might just want to eat my mushroom.
Well, you can eat your mushrooms, but either way, mark off ration. So, who's going to...
Oh, do that.
Mars takes first watch.
I'm going to sleep.
Probably should.
Hit will join Amaris then, if that is the case.
Hit and Namaris take first watch. Everyone else beds down for night. Down for the evening. Hit and you can make an individual roll together, or one can roll advantage for your perception check for your watch.
Be my guest, Amaris.
Oh, alright. 20. No, real 20.
Say it.
Net 20, that's what I was looking for. My brain's not working.
Barbarian.
Ugh.
So, natural 20. So, during your watch, here, you hear some footsteps through. They don't get too close to the camp, but they're definitely not steps. They are a humanoid. They did come close to the camp, alert enough to spread, but you do, from your time in Adonai, there are bandits. Not so much in this area, but there are bandits between that and that. Could roam this far south. Be other bandit clans as well. Orcs area. There. Rumors of us have heard about. Not worried, but you.
I was going to say, I just nudge Het and say, hey, this is what I heard. Do you want to stay here, or should we go and have a look?
We shouldn't leave it here if you want to just scout the close outskirts and make sure we're not in any immediate trouble.
Right, I'm just going to go for a quick walk round.
Give me a whistle if you need any help.
Oh, just yell, okay?
Or just yell, and I'll wake the others up.
I have a dragon horn. I will blow.
I also have a dragon horn.
Have two dragon horns. Right, so Namaris, you go for a wander around. You go for a
Not
wander
the
around.
horns I was talking about.
Do you light a torch? Would you go with?
I go without a torch.
You can't see. The moment you step away from the fire, you can step maybe 10, 20 feet from the fire before you start.
Alright, well, I best
Dark.
kind of...
Sort of go to the
Light
edge of the firelight, and you sort of look, peering into the night, and you can't really see.
Can I
No.
hear anything?
Know that those footsteps in probably 50, 60 feet of campsite. So they were pretty close. But
Or I
they
might
didn't-
just light up a torch and then go for a bit more of a walk.
They didn't come to the campsites. Obviously not. What you did. You know, light a torch and go, look.
Yep.
Okay, as you step away from the campsite and torchlight, sort of see 15 torchlight. As you walk towards where you heard the sound, they keep walking. They don't stop. Probably haven't noticed you. Interested in you, but you to a point where you see the tracks and off forest earth. You determine roll a survival check.
8.
They're walking in single file, so you're not 100% sure. Could be all. There's not prints. It's all almost looks like.
Alright, well, I'll go back and just kind of tell Het what I've seen.
Interesting. I guess it's no threat to us anyway.
Don't think so.
Excellent. It always pays to be safe, however. And Hitch sits back down by the fire, poking it with a stick.
I wonder what
So,
mushrooms would taste like.
anything else you got? While on your
Nothing comes to Hit's mind at this point.
Never mind. I'm a bit blank tonight. Oh, I know what I'm gonna do though. I just look over at Het and I look at him and I think,
What a handsome man.
they
no.
weren't thinking a whole lot.
Do you want? I think. Do you want some mushrooms? And I look at him and I can't.
And
Does Hit hear this?
It, you do. You very clearly. You're a little bit weirded out by the fact she's staring at you really intent. Almost like she's giving you this stink eye. Like, it's a really weird look. Matter of sense. Clear as anything. Talking to you.
Do you want to try some cooked mushrooms?
Hit hears that and he looks at the way she's looking, and so his bright red eyes, because they're that deep bright red eyes, and he opens his eyes to make them as bright as they can to try and do the same thing back, because he has no idea what's going on. And he's doing the squinty eyes, and he's opening and closing, and he's thinking, no, I don't do vegetables. Does she hear me?
She does, in fact. You, Namaris, you do hear Hit.
So I let out a little woohoo! It worked.
Then Hit opens his mouth and says it the same thing. No, I don't do vegetables. That was weird.
I found out I could do that the other day, and it's quite interesting that I can actually do it when I want.
So you can talk out your mind.
Mm-hmm.
I guess that's a good talent. Can you do it to anyone?
I think so, but I'm not sure. I'm just a little
So
bit.
next time we're in a cave with kobolds, you
Mhm.
could talk into their minds.
I could try.
That's a good. We could use that as like a lure.
Good thinking, Batman.
I've got some ideas now. Can you do it to people who are asleep?
I've never tried, to be honest.
Oh no.
When it's Allie's turn for watch, which is coming up very shortly, can you scream at him in his mind?
I can scream at her in her mind, no problem. I can try.
At her, I meant to say at her.
I think
I want you to try. I want you to scream.
Wakey,
something along-
wakey!
Yeah, that'll do. I was gonna say, we're getting attacked by dragons, but still, that works.
Oh, that sounds like I could try it. Wakey, wakey, we're getting attacked by dragons. Does that sound panicked enough?
Sounds like you've eaten too much mushrooms.
They were rather tasty.
Yeah, well, I didn't tell you what type of mushroom.
So at this point, I'm tripping balls.
Christian, does she actually wake up Ellie Chandra's this way?
Hang on a second. What if to make a that's just right. So at the end of your watch, you are just gonna try and wake Alice Saunders up telepathically.
I am? Indeed.
Both of you roll wisdom. Mars with. I don't even know.
about
Mars
to say.
edge of
With proficiency. Oh, add my proficiency. Sweet. 19.
D20 plus your wisdom. 5 plus your
19.
assuming that's really low.
A crit.
This is gonna hurt.
What'd you roll?
I rolled a 2.
Two. Yeah, you all of a sudden you sit bolt upright. All you hear are screaming at you in complete panic that
What
you're
the
getting
fuck?
attacked by
What?
dragons, and you freak out and you stand bolt upright, daggers at the ready, and as you stand up, you step 1 foot into the fire. Make a dexterity saving throw.
Okay, what's the damage?
Dex saving throw.
Yeah, what's the damage?
What's the dex saving throw?
I rolled a 2 again.
It's again. Take 5 points of fire damage as you step into the campfire. Like it wasn't roaring. So.
Can I go to try and grab her before she steps in the fire? Damn it. I feel really bad now. I'm sorry.
Ouch.
Yeah, you're still not sure what's going on. All you could hear in your head here was Amara's freaking out, and then they step up and stand in the fire, and you're trying to put the fire out on your boot, and you're in pain. You're looking around, and both Het and Amara are losing their. They are losing their absolute shit all over the place.
Do you get classed as a dragon head? Does that mean that dragon?
Yes. I mean, no. I mean, well, I could do. Either way, that is funny.
It worked.
Hey, Ellie, just waking you up for your watch. There's no real dragons. Well, I mean, there are real dragons, but there's no real dragons here. I mean, there is a real dragon here, but it's a dragonborn. You know what I mean.
My head. Suppose we better wake Fiala up as well. I'm surprised.
Oh,
Let's roll this.
Well, Fiala wakes up anyway with the Alishon is waking up screaming, and then screaming out in pain with the standing in the fire and daggers out and everything. Fiala wakes up with a start. You sit up and you're looking at this going. You're freaking out because you don't know what the hell's going on, and you're nervous as it is anyway. And you're freaking right out about it. Not sure what the hell.
What did I join into?
I just look at her and it's like.
He's almost having a panic attack. Freaking out.
We throw a water skin at her.
God.
Oh no.
I'm down. It's all right.
You get water splashed in your face and you sort of taking some. But like I say, you're on the verge of it. Around. Alessandra's there, in there breathing. Smoke still rising from her boot. He's sort of looking at Het and Maris with contempt in her eyes, and both Maris and still chuckling under.
Het uses his cold breath on her leg just to help her out because it probably would be pretty burny.
But yeah, took 5 points of fire damage. The Het sort of comes over to you and breathes a breath of cold air across your leg. Almost instantly, the pain's gone. Cool. It's not cold that it hurts. Cools everything down and burning sensation.
And I look at Ali without saying anything and kind of say, I'm sorry, I didn't actually mean for you to get such a fright. I didn't think it.
You hear that?
I look at Het and say, just you wait, I'll get you.
I look forward to it.
I'm almost too scared to sleep now.
You guys then swap
no
roles. You swap. And Alessandra, you're woken up watch. Fiona, are you going to join Elishandras for his watch? You're gonna...
Sure, I'll join.
I'll just give her
So-
some mushrooms.
Ooh,
They're really good.
And
Thank
you
you.
like mushrooms. Forest like you have, you...
I probably know what kind of mushrooms these are.
Probably do. Are edible. Maris has got a pretty good...
Ah,
Take note of that.
excellent taste.
All right, well, you guys have a good watch, and I'm just gonna go over here. And...
Right, so once again, you can either both roll for your watch, or one can roll.
Do you want to roll, Alishan?
Let's both roll.
Okay.
Mine's probably bad.
Basically, just both roll lower than your
Look.
passive.
Look, it's fire. Look at that beautiful fire.
What did you roll?
I rolled a 5.
Oh wow! Heather, what did you
I rolled a 20. Dirty.
roll? 20? Awesome. So, yeah, Elishandras is too preoccupied with what and looks at a boat. The boat's practically ruined. Not happy about it, but spends some time sort of repairing it. So she's too busy worrying about that. You have again. You do hear some creatures of the night. Hear an owl and be bear or cat or nothing real. You pretty uneventful watch. Anything you guys want to talk about?
So, Ali, what just happened with you smoking and flames and everything?
I don't know exactly what happened, but this group's known for its practical joke, which is going to be a good one. I hope. I'm just trying to think of what I can do to get
Well, what are you good at?
hiding. Hiding things.
Ooh. Well, is there anything important they have?
I'm still working that out. There's the sword, but I think she might be attached to that one a little bit too much, because you don't want to get on her bad side. She gets real angry, and yeah, she's bad. Head. Still trying to work him out a little bit, but he's the Joker. He's the Joker.
Elishandras basically tells for about 4 weeks. Completed the 3 trials for the official act as tells you. First trial was yeah, made some giant snake for the pelts. Rare ore from Cobalt. Final trial that they made Dragon Cobalt, who was prophecy. It gives you a bit of a backstory to the group. Tells you a little bit about Aslan, fighter, Elven fighter, who that part of the group. Feeling very well after the but is a genuine person. Try and help others as possible. Very quiet, broody. ranger. Almost getting him killed on it.
Are there any herbs around, like for nausea or anything? Do I see?
Make a survival check. How'd you prefer?
17?
You sort of scout around the campsite a little bit and notice a few herbs around, mosses and stuff. Possibly brew into a tea that would definitely help with headaches, hangovers, pain, things like that. Take you about 10 or 15 minutes. Up some tea. Definitely help with pain.
I'm going to pick some of that and start making a tea for the still hungover people.
Alessandra's probably feeling a lot better by now, definitely, but pain in the foot is back again. Cross breath. Pain has got your foot. So the pain is still. It's bearable, but one of those pains.
Allie, are you going to be able to sneak around with that bone?
Oh yeah, I should be fine. I think I've just worked out what I'm going to do to Namaris.
Share it, or do you?
I'll keep it to myself.
I just nod at him like, okay.
It sounds like you're hold my ale.
You're asleep, you should. So the rest of your watch, you brew up a tea. Alessandros, do you try the tea?
Yeah, all right. I suppose I better.
You try the tea, and it's got a unique taste. It's not unpleasant. It's not sweet. It's got a bit of a bitter, earthy taste to it, but it's pleasant enough. And after about sort of 25 minutes, half hour of drinking, you notice that the pain foot is better. Pain. The rest of your watch goes without incident. Sun is starting to rise. Guys all have long rest. Had bell slots back. Rise for the morning. You wake up. The others. It's another beautiful day. In the
First thing
Paradym.
he does when he gets up is check all around him before he stands. Make sure he's not tied to anything. Checks his loot. Checks his backpack.
Roll and investigate.
That is 12.
You have a good look. Nothing's missing. Nothing into anything. Rock on your cloak or anything. Similar thing happened before.
Excellent. He stands up, starts putting his studded leather armor back on in his backpack, and picks up his loot.
Everyone gets ready for the day. Douse your fire, you pack up your tents. Takes you about an hour. And you start out the day, next leg of the journey. It'll take you roughly another half day to reach the base of the Howling Mountain. Maybe another day and a half travel through to Atten Town. What we will do before you start heading off for the day, we're going to take 5-10 minutes. So toilet break, drinks, whatever you get. Now, chat. If you got any questions, hit us up now. We've got about 5-10 minutes. We're going to take a small break before we get back into it. If you have any questions about D&D, about the characters, about the game in general, don't hesitate to ask. If you got ask any questions. Right back.
I'm gonna go grab a quick drink too.
Wait. Toilet break.
Hello, Streamers Unite. Ahoy, hoy. This is an auto host from Streamers Unite. Ah, awesome. Streamers Unite, thank you for the auto host. Appreciate it. Pick the kid, a host from them.
Ah, right. Hit is back.
Yo,
I'm
what's
back.
up? Poultry, how you doing, buddy?
Poultry. One of my favorite foods.
Poultry camp. Not that kind of poultry.
I like egg.
Ah, damn it. I'm not looking at the chat. I've got full screen on the main.
Righty ho.
I'm present.
You're present. Bloody waiting for the name change to kick in. Auntie's dear friend. Oh, awesome. I'm glad you could stop by and hang out with us for Auntie's first D&D game. It's not Tassie, is it?
Yes, I Tassie Boo was in here.
It's all good. Nope, the other one.
Because I only have 2 friends.
Apparently so.
Welcome to D&D.
That is it. That's pretty much it.
We only have 2 friends.
CC hit and DM him.
No, Marison. She was waiting on Thunderous to return.
I'm here listening.
We're back. Alrighty then. So, set out for the day at a regular pace. Everyone make a general perception.
Do I use the D20 if I use it, or do I use a different one?
Might be time to change the dice.
I can see the horse that I'm sitting on.
What's your roll speed?
3.
10.
Don't even see them.
We're not going with
Three.
passives.
Yeah, if you roll lower than your passive, go.
17.
10.
13 for hit.
Collectively, a pretty good check. Again, you're following the makeshift road through the forest. Take that half a day, you see all manner of different animals. Most of the animals you've seen before, Fialis, so that nothing new today. See a few flying animals, but you know that don't have the skill to change into a make note of the way through. Again, you guys notice a few miners coming down from the Howling Mountains. Most of the clothing from your travels there, with your previous trials, and head further in the forest toward. About the time again, you're reaching about midday. You stop at the same small village you stopped at. Water your horses. Much else there is not. People drink food. People there, farmers, and jobs. People around. Carry on through travels, taking the fork in the road to the right, heading to Saturn. Everyone roll another general perception check for the second half of the day.
13 for hit.
19.
11.
Maris is totally distracted.
No, Maris has rolled a 2, so she got 10.
So again, general perception. Hesronus, you do notice to the right hand side of the road towards the. You do notice a cult, and from your experience being out in the forest, being in be a reasonable size. Off in the distance in the trees, probably a couple of miles out, but if there's that's about all you know. Travels other day.
Hit takes a look at the map and just tries to gauge how long to get in.
You're looking at least maybe another full half day, so you're probably gonna have to camp again the night before. Maybe 2/3. It's gonna take a few.
If we pick up the pace, we'll get to Gatton by nightfall.
You're only gonna get to about halfway to Gatton by nightfall. Probably looking at another 7 to 8 hours before you actually.
Okay, that's
So
good.
you're definitely going to be looking at camp. By now, you're looking at, again, late afternoon, evening. The sky's starting to change again. Purples. Sunset. Still a very day. Happened. Haven't really seen anything apart from fire. Noon.
Is it alright if I stop quickly and just give the horses something to... Oh, all right.
I just would have done. No, you know your horse is deep. Are you going to be? Up to you when you stop. You can put on for an extra couple of hours into the thing. What you do today, but camp earlier.
Camping earlier is probably fine. We didn't gain much last night, I believe, by travelling into the night. How do you feel, team?
I'm happy to camp early. I don't mind.
Yeah, let's do that.
Cool. So you find yourselves. Who wants to look for a suitable campsite? A survival check.
Oh, I'll do it then.
If anyone
That's
wants
not my
to,
forte.
if anyone wants to assist, you can roll it with advantage.
Anyone?
I'll assist.
Deadpool.
Roll with advantage.
17.
It takes
16.
you about 25 minutes, half hour. So half hour, you find a nice piece of clear, flat ground. Still in the trees. You're still definitely in the forest, but it's flat. It's not too high up where you get blasted with it. Pretty good campsite. Up the camp for the evening. Same thing. Your tents all get set up. Set up your campfire. In down around. You sit all around the campfire and sit down for a meal for
Ooh,
just before bedtime.
can I cast Goodberry? So I touch my palm and I bring up Goodberry and I pass it around to everyone.
I look at her sideways and I'm like, what's this?
He passes you around. Up to 10 berries can appear in her hand as she sits. 4 of you, so 4 berries appear in Biela's hand. Passes each of you a berry, and take the berry. You're gonna ask her what it is.
I'm gonna look at her and say, what's this? And thank you, but what is it?
Well, it should give you some nourishment for the rest of for 24 hours pretty much. And does it taste like, can I make it taste like it?
You can make it taste like it is right, really.
Mushrooms!
So I'm gonna make it taste like each of their favorite food.
So there we go, guys. So she hands you a berry. Namaris, do you eat it?
Why not? She would.
Pick up, please.
I'll eat it and I think, oh yum, this is tasting like a
Tastes exactly like mushroom.
mushroom.
Alessandrus, you take the berry and eat.
Yep.
What is your favourite food?
I have no idea.
You've been pretty quiet with the food thing. I mean, I'd say with you it'd be dried meats, probably your beef jerkies like that. So it tastes like
I think
whatever your favourite food is, man. And hits.
I've been a bit scared tasting the food that's been handed around, like dried
Actually,
meat.
have to.
Yeah,
Taste it all,
yeah, I will.
and it tastes great. It's whatever you perceive to be your favourite food.
Home cooked.
Really nice.
Hit opens his maw, flicks it up into the air, and even though it's only little, he makes it like a big deal. And then he says,
It tastes
"By the
exactly like
steel lady."
fresh, rare, tender, raw meat.
Yes, by the steel lady, this is some of the best meat. What animal does this come from? Fiala, tell me.
I think I just had you eat fruit for the first time.
Does all fruit taste like this?
No.
What is this fruit called?
It's just a good berry. It's not a special thing.
Good
I've
berry,
got.
you say? Can I
Yeah.
plant a tree?
I don't know your gardening skills very well yet.
Okay. When we finally get a home, or go back to the guild, you give me a berry, I'll plant a seed. Because that is great. That is, that tastes like eating a horse. Do you have 200 more?
that builds you up. You're gonna nourish you.
Oh, it
You're
just
full.
tastes so good. Okay. Thank you very much, Fiona. That is much. Oh, that is the best.
And he's genuine. You can see it. He is so enthralled by the taste of this. Never eaten other than it. Right. After you guys have sat down, you had a meal. Is there anything else you want to discuss before we start watches? It does start to lightly rain, and nothing heavy.
Head just sits with his new lute, sort of testing the strings, and just rolls a nice soft ditty, maybe for about 30 minutes, about a boat and a man who kills a bird and yada yada. And you guys have heard him dabble with this one before. It goes for a fair while.
A pretty long song, but it's a good song. It starts out pretty fast paced and lulls off, kind of a soft sort of breakdown. It's different, not the type of song you guys have heard before. Some of you've heard Het play it a little bit, but Gally, you've never heard. Roll a performance check for me.
Done and done.
What's your proficiency?
Of course. 19.
And yeah, you're impressed. His skills with the lute, pretty good. Even though it's a song you've not heard the type of music before, it's a little bit more aggressive. Pretty good, and you're pretty impressed.
Close my eyes and just kind of sway to the music.
Right, who's going to take first?
I'll take first watch.
Maris takes. Alessandros. Alessandros, you take first watch. Is anyone going to take first watch with Alessandros or Eliana?
I might take first watch with Ellie.
Oh, bugger.
She beat me to it. It's paranoia, I tell you.
Alessandros and Neymaris are going to take first watch. So, Het and Fiala retire to their tents, bed down for the early part of the evening. It is now just past dark, and it is lightly raining. Again, nothing too heavy, a light shower. And you guys want to discuss on your...
I'm just looking at Ali and I said, look, I'm really sorry. I didn't actually mean to hurt you earlier. You weren't meant to get that much of a fright that you land in the fight.
How were you able to do that, by the way?
I just look at her and I close my mouth and say, like this.
What she said?
Awesome. All right then. Seeing we're telling people, friends stuff, I may as well tell you something, or more the point, show you something.
Ooh. Ooh. Should I be worried?
That depends. Do you scare easy?
You're talking to me.
In that case, I'll get you to close your eyes, please.
I close my eyes and I'm kind of like thinking, what's she gonna do? Oh my god.
And I'll turn into a hat.
Turn into
A hit?
Right before your eyes, Alessandros morphs Oh, doesn't
her
grow in size. Like she doesn't grow any
Her eyes are
taller.
closed. Her eyes are closed.
Whose eyes are closed?
Mine.
Oh, yours are closed. Okay. You don't see this, but tell her to open her eyes.
Yeah, I'm gonna go tap her on the shoulder.
So your eyes are closed.
Right.
And tap Damaris on the shoulder.
I open my eyes and I kind of looking
Looking hit in the face.
Wow. So I put my hand out and I'm looking at Het and I look over and no, but Het's over there. So I
Can't
put my
see
hand
Het.
out to touch her.
Hit and the other in the tent. Can't see. As
So
far
I
as you're
can't see it.
concerned, that's hit.
Right. Well, I go over to Het's tent and just kind of unzip it and have a look. Then I look
No.
at.
For as far as you.
Which is why I go over to check Het's tent because last I knew he was asleep. And I'm like, wow. So why are you awake?
And I gradually go back to my normal form.
In front of me?
Yep.
Well, that's some main trick you
So
have
you're
there.
going back to your form
Original.
that she.
I look at Ali and I'm like, wow, can you change into anyone? Or
Pretty.
anything?
Anyone, yes. Anything within reason.
That's a pretty cool thing to have.
Explain that. Can't change. Quite different between you. Quite as bulky as
True.
purposes.
So yeah, I explain all the hoo-ha and all that to Namaris.
Tomorrow, listeners, that Ollie hasn't shown you his true race. Heard them, but pretty much changed.
Can you do
Within
me?
reason.
Can I do what?
Can you do me?
Maybe.
Show me?
Another time.
Oh. Alright then. That's pretty cool though, if I do say so myself. So what are you?
While this is going, perception.
Look, fire.
again, again, use your minimum. Use your
Her passive is 13.
guys notice heard somebody here seems a lot.
I think we wake them up.
I think that might be quite a good call actually. Just stoke up the fire a little bit more as well.
So I go wake head up with half a skin of water over his face.
Could you do that and you get water thrown on you?
Hello, head.
Sorry, mute. Hit looks at Ellie. Hit looks at Ellie and says, is it pranking time?
We've got some noises out there, some disturbing noises.
Serious noises?
Yeah.
You're not just pulling my leg this time.
Does it sound like I'm saying, help, we're being attacked by dragons?
I see your point. Valid. Hit gets up and starts donning his armor again.
Right, so do you wake up Fiona as well?
Yes.
Maris can do that.
I go over and give her a shake.
I'm like, who's on fire?
Well, nobody at the moment, but we've got some funny noises out there, so I thought I'd better wake you.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
Good call.
So, as you guys going a lot close. Anyone speak?
I can speak Goblin, but that's probably not help.
No Orcish.
No.
Negative.
You guys are hearing grunts, low speaking, low growls, low. It's a language and definitely not. We're also hearing growl, large and Piela, would you roll a nature check?
Natural 20.
Nice.
You recognize large cats, most likely lions, panthers. Instinctively, either move, own and owl.
I tell the group, it sounds like there's some panthers and some large cats around.
Can we tell how close they are?
At that moment, Orc comes rushing into the. Whereabouts are you guys? Battle map, guys.
Hit's just outside its own tent.
And I'm just by Fiela, because having just woken her.
Put Hit there. That'll be Hit's tent.
Perfect.
Maris, you were by Fiela's tent.
Mm-hmm.
Alessandros, where were you?
I was waking head up, so I'll
Would have
be
been
next.
over Hit. You see an orc rushing from the trees from that direction, and he's
An orc Russian.
He's an orc Russian. He's literally like full battle cry, charging out of the trees at you, frothing at the mouth. You see tusks that are. He's a big orc. He's coming hard out at you. Everyone roll initiative, please.
Nat 20. Alright.
I'll ask everyone. Thunderous.
14.
Gayla, you
6.
Hit.
16.
21.
Nice.
Right, so that's the only orc you see at this point in time. He's just rushed out of the tree line at you, and he's yelling, "Roar!" Coming at you, 2 swords raised above his head. Hey, Marish, you get first attack. He does not get surprise attack. He hasn't surprised yet.
Right, will I go right up into his face? Swinging Helm's Vengeance.
So, you are going to charge. How much movement have you got? 30 feet?
Go back. Take that one back.
Hang on.
That was me.
Oh, yeah, I've got 30 feet.
Right up into his face.
Mm-hmm. And I roll a 19 to...
Right.
No, not at this point.
What, a 19 to hit?
A 19 to hit.
19 does hit.
And I do 11 damage.
Damage.
Mm-hmm.
As you come charge it, he comes charging at you, and you charge at him with equal luster, battle cry. Don't go into a rage, however. Bring it in with Helm's what do I call it?
Helm's Vengeance.
Helm's Vengeance, that's it. Helm's Vengeance flashes in the moonlight, glistening with the rain, and flash right across the front of his arm. Takes a deep wound. Staggers back and knots and growls at you. Language you don't understand. Get the gist that he's not happy. Stands bolt upright, 2 inches tall. Beats his.
That is one big one.
With that, second orc
At this
appears,
point,
as well as 2 lions.
can I bonus action?
Yes, you can.
Right, and now I'm gonna rage.
Rage.
Because that means everybody that has a go at which uses my totem spirit, they have advantage on melee attack rolls against any hostile creature within 5 feet.
Exactly. So, next in line, these guys who come in from this side. Two panthers come. Right. The first panther comes straight in and attacks you, Fiala. Comes in with a bite attack and rolls 15 to hit. I believe that hits. If you had it?
Yeah.
15 hits you. Deal 5 points of piercing damage. And the second panther comes in and in behind you there, Alishon. Attacks you with 11. I don't...
Nope.
It comes in and goes to swipe at you and just catches your armor and half by set and sort of budge step, and it just catches it. Next in line is Hit.
Hit sees
you're
what's
on
going
board
on.
next.
Hit can see a typical surround and flank position, so he uses his movement to go back to back with Namaris.
Back to back with Namaris. Done.
He then pulls out his lute and he begins to sing. As he plays, he begins to sing, "One shot at glory," and he hopefully inspires Namaris for her next round or for whenever she needs to use it. That is, Namaris, you may add a d6 for the next 10 minutes. Well, once for the next attack roll or saving throw or ability check.
Take your d6, put that aside. Anything else?
And then Head, yes, that was my bonus action. Then Head is going to cast, as he grabs his lute, changes notes, and says, and sings, "United, united, united we stand." And he blesses everyone at level 2, which means he gets all of us. So all of us now get, whenever it's blah, blah, blah. Okay, so you get a d4 on top of your attack roll or saving throws. And I have concentration now. And that is the end of Head's turn.
That was you as well?
That's everyone, yes, myself included. So everyone remember, if you on your attack rolls and your saving throws, you will have a d4. Not for damage.
So, Alice,
Correct.
after that.
Attacking the one in front, I guess.
You're in combat with the panther at you. After either if you move away, you'll take attack job opportunity, or you'll attack panthers.
I'll attack the panther itself. So add d4 to that, don't I?
You can, yes.
Correct.
Yep.
If you want to.
Which lasts for a minute, so you can do it every attack. Cool.
So that's I rolled 17, so that's I think using my rapier. That is 5.
5 damage. Main hand, you don't get sneak attack because 5 feet.
No.
So you get 5 points. Thousand snaps at your blade. Bonus action. You have an offhand attack.
Yeah, I suppose I should. I'll use my Windbane daggers. One of.
Have to use them both for them.
Okay then. And I guess I won't do it.
Windbane dagger.
Then I will pass on to the next one.
Fortunately, their effect is 10. So next in line, so orc number 1 retaliates against Namaris and attacks with crappy rock. Nine to hit. That misses. Bad, but the other orc's going to roll into combat with you as well. With a 15 to hit.
A hit.
Attack you. Forward. And 4 points of facing damage, half to 2 because Lions are going to
This is going to be bad.
Don't worry, I've got your back.
One lion's going to attack Elishondas with... Seen it.
Yep.
Might attack. Damn it. Doesn't matter, it hit anyway, but there's a bump. Does 8 points of
Ouch.
other line is going to hit. 15 to hit.
That hit.
Right to you. 10 points of piercing damage. Ayla.
All right, I'm gonna use Shillelagh on the panther next to me.
Yep.
And I add wisdom. Oh, it'd be a 20 then?
Does hit. 1d8.
Uh, 9.
You bring up your staff and bring it round, almost with the deftness of cracked it. It looks like it's taken damage. So the front paws down to the ground and sort of comes back, taking it. Definitely been.
I'm gonna do ice knife. $12 on that. $8.
Ice, as you cut across, the ice forms. Ice is open. Still bleeding, but back to the top and name Mars.
Right, well, I'm gonna attack that orc.
Okay.
Hang on.
I have a quick question. Does the ice knife
14.
have... Oh, sorry. Does the ice knife have a secondary damage on there?
Yes, it does. It shatters.
Oh, it does
I
too.
believe.
It almost the You have to make the dex saving throw. 5 feet.
So that's
That is
2.
correct. I use it on my other druid.
Okay, so that's 2d6, right? That would be 8. Oh, okay, never mind then.
Do you have to roll a save as well? Beta 6.
I also got 13.
You succeed as well. With Baz, because it's a cantrip, no damage.
That's right, no damage on the save.
It's not a cantrip.
But there's still, unless it states half power, the splashback of Ice Knife only does whatever damage it states, yeah.
Clarify, awesome. No damage to
No
either
worries.
party there. What was your attack roll, Neymar?
23.
I think that. Rage damage is not.
Rage damage. Yep. Oh my god, I can't math tonight. 6 and 8 and 2. 6 and 10 and 16.
8 and 2. Holy crap, woman. And you come down with shoulder of this. How do you want to kill him?
I just smack him on top of the head with the flattened thing and smush his head into his neck.
Yes.
Got a thing about doing that, don't you?
Yeah. In a fit of rage, again, the eyes of Neymar glow bright red faces. Comes down with a flat of the black spot on the splits his blood and gut. Doesn't quite decapitate him, but it's halfway in. Slumps to the balls.
And
Bonus section.
as I'm doing this, I turn to the other orc that looks quite close to me, and I'm like, "You're next."
And make an intimidation check. With advantage, because
Nat 20.
natural 20. As you turn and glare at this orc, he may not be able to understand you. You know, you get the impression that he definitely knows the trouble. And breaks off.
Oh, do I get hit him with an attack of? Yeah. Is that just my normal?
Just a straight D20 attack.
Hit nat 20.
Roll damage.
Jeez, nice.
Play that stop.
That is 2d6 plus 3 is 15 plus 2.
Roll double your dice. What's your roll? Rage mod. My math's hard.
Hang on. 23 and
If it's anything over 25,
25.
if it's anything over 25,
exactly
he's dead.
25.
You literally cut this guy in half. Like as he turns to to run, you bring the helm's vengeance both hands right down his back and literally split him in two. All you guys hear is this almighty roar from the Aris, and then this thud as the helm's vengeance hits the ground, buries itself into the ground. That much. Both your head. Whew, nasty. Panther's turn. Are you gonna move, Namaris? You can move. Yeah.
I'm going to come around towards the other side of Hit, but without blocking him from to the right side of him. Yep. So I'm in line of the lion as well.
That'll give you advantage on attack because you'll be flanking.
Mhm.
Panther's turn. The Panther on you, Fiala's going to turn the attack. That hits. Attack you with a claw attack. And does 5 points of slashing damage. The other Panther's going to attack Belishandris. 13.
That's a hit.
Pause. 6 points of slashing damage. Hit. After that.
Hit's looking to see, as everyone's sort of moving around, he's looking to see who's the most damaged so far. He's looking to see wounds, who's suffering.
Where you are, you holding her own against it. She's damaged.
Alright, as his bonus action, he points his loot towards Fiala and says, "Heaven can wait!" And he casts Healing Word. Just at first level at her, just to help her out. So that's 5 points of healing.
Turn 5 points of HP together.
And as his main action, he's going to cast Sacred Flame on not on the lion beside him, because Neymaris has got that under control. On the Panther in front of Alexandris. So you have to make a Dex save.
Save. Ooh.
Okay, it was a 13 you had to make, so that is a D8 of damage, which I shall roll. Beautiful, that is 7 damage.
Damage.
Streaking light from the sky.
And yeah, as a streaking light from the sky hits the Panther, it cries out in pain and snarls, and fur is all singed and smoking. It recoils from the pain. It's looking damaged, but still quite. Anything else?
That is it for hit.
Hit. Lashundras.
Attacking the panther.
Panther.
Missing the panther.
What did you?
I rolled a 5.
You roll it. Is it rapier again?
Yeah.
You swing, and Cat was reeling from the pain of the from the previous attack, and
Sacred Flame.
Sacred Flame is it, and reeling from that damage, and just barely missed it. Bonus action.
No.
And disengage.
No.
No. Lions to Fiala. Lions. First one's going to. Thirteen
13 hits.
hit. Back with a bite. Attempt to bite at you. A 10-point piercing damage.
That is a lot of damage, and hits the deck. He starts seeing blood running down, and he is unconscious.
Hit is unconscious. Hit falls to the ground unconscious. The lion turns, and no, it doesn't turn. Doesn't really do anything. Gonna go for second lion is going to attack Alexandris. 4.
Bliss is off. My concentration is out. But Neymaris used to have the Bardic Inspiration,
Mm-hmm.
Avenge me.
Irish, you see this. Fiala, it's now your turn. You've also noticed that Hit has conscious. You'll have a panther on you.
If I do Shillelagh, I can still do a bonus spell.
Because your shillelagh's attack. It's basically a cantrip. Us.
Alright, I'm gonna hit the panther with Shillelagh again.
D20 plus 5.
It's a 21.
Oh.
It is a good roll.
Oh, that's 5.
Panther, he only had 4 hit points.
I'm gonna smack him in the head with the staff and knock.
Again, you come down definitely with right on the back of the neck, just behind the ear. Sickening crack right over his spine, and pumps down in front of you, and breathes out that last breath of life. You also feel a little bit of pity for the animal because I love animals. Around nature, but in this animal, under the influence of something or aggressive, but whatever. Still feel a little bit down. I have action.
I would like to cast Healing Word on Het.
Base. That just with extra bonus. No, you can't.
Oh no.
What you can do. Can do Goodberry again because you've got your movement. Can move to him.
And that will stabilize him. I'll do that.
That'll bring him back to consciousness.
I'll do that then. I'll move up to him and use good.
Mark off your spell slot, so you ice knife, a Goodberry, so that'll spell slot used. Up to hit, and as an action, bend down, place Goodberry into his mouth. And hit, you are now at 1 hit point and conscious.
Oh, head is dead. Oh, it's still going. Right.
There is Neymaris. Back at the top, you have advantage on this attack at flanking the Lyanne.
19.
Does hit.
And 10. Mm-hmm.
As you strike the lion from the rear, you strike across his hindquarters, and it's startled and deal a pretty good amount of damage. You very deep, and it staggers and spins, growling gently its hot breath right in your face. You're full on rage. Bonus action movement.
Nope. I'm just going to stay where I am.
That panther. Again, going to attack you. Again, misses. Goes to swipe across
Yeah,
your
right for that.
armor and misses. Again, grazes your armor, and yeah, you're freaking out because you now got a lion and its pant, and the lion's breathing heavy, hot and heavy on your back. Panther's breathing on you from the front. Not looking too good there, buddy.
Hit, feeling a little woozy. Chase I cannot recall, is it an action or a bonus action to use the potion?
Bonus. I'd say bonus action. I mean, essentially, it's an action either way, so I'd say you can use it as bonus action.
Thank you. I'll use it, and then I'll have to look it up just to make sure next time.
I'm pretty sure I'm pretty sure it's an action, but I prefer to run it.
Thank you, GM. Appreciate it. As I'm swigging a potion to try and restore some of my hit points, I will cast. I'm seeing how Chandris is surrounded, and I think Namaris has got this under control. So I'm going to point my loot quickly at the panther in front of our Chandris. No, I changed my plans. I'm not pointing the loot at all. I'm gonna. I've just woken up from near death. I'm a little dazed.
He's confused. He's sort of rolling around on the ground. He hasn't even got up yet. He's still just lying there, clutching his. I'm worried for
his life. But I speak a poem I suddenly recall into the mind of the panther using dissonant whispers, and I say, "And yet with strange eons, even death may die." And he has to make a wisdom save. I hope he's not so wise.
Oh, dirty 20.
Dang it. He saves, so that's a spell, so he will take. So he takes 8, so 4 damage.
The panther sort of blinks for a second, because you're not sure what you sort of heard. You heard what Hit said, and the panther in front of you blinks, drops down like it's going to go to sleep, drops down on all fours, and is not looking healthy at all. Like blood coming out its ears and blood from the wounds. The fur is almost soaked in its blood now. It's actually sitting down and not actually up and growling at you.
There's a hit.
Hit for hit. Going to use half your movement to get up.
Yes, sorry, I forgot about that. I'll use half my movement to stand. Doing everything off the ground.
Alessandros, your turn.
So is that panther likely to attack me again?
Probably. It's possible. You can use your movement to switch weapons if you want. Want to switch to your daggers?
Possibly advisable.
It probably would be the best course of action.
Yeah. All right. Doing that to.
So you switch to your daggers.
Yep.
Main hand off. Ability.
So that's. I rolled 12, so that's what?
Got your daggers.
Yeah, they're attuned. So that's 12, so that's what?
1d4.
That's a 4 for the first one, plus 3. Plus 3.
Is that on the panther?
Yeah.
Explain how you just destroy this panther, and you had 4.
Just up around its throat.
Rot it.
Pretty much.
As you sort of reach forward, as the panther drops down from Hit's spell, one hand you grab it under the oar and sort of lift it on the blade. Deep as you can. You can feel the bone of the spine as you run the blade through. The blades are exceptionally sharp. It's taking a little bit of surprise. You weren't sort of sure the first time you almost severed the beast's head. Gurgling. Pull of its own. Lion's left. That are you going to bonus action?
Yeah.
You got two choices. Bonus action attack the lion. Offhand.
Probably disengage back towards Fiona. Yeah, that's it.
Full movement or...
Yeah.
That's pretty much it. And be aware, Alessandros, now that we are at the outskirts of camp, you'll be in.
Thank you.
Next in line is the lions. So that line there is going, huh? Hell? And you move so quickly, didn't even realize that you've been. So the first line's and two lions. Pack tactics. Advantage with. First attack is a 17 to hit.
Mm-hmm.
Second attack is 22 to hit. Both hit. Bite of damage half to 8. You are raging. Kayla, it's your turn.
So I'm judging that Namaris needs healing more than anyone right now.
And Namaris is probably not looking too bad. She's only you've noticed while she's being attacked a lot, she's only taking, but she probably does need a heal. You've definitely noticed that she's not taking as much as anyone else taking when.
So I'm gonna cast Healing Word.
Action healing word, so 1d4. Cast it at first. First level's 4 plus 3. Second.
Does Het need healing more than?
Yeah, I think Hit's still at.
Mm-hmm.
What was your potion?
No, Hit's looking pretty good.
Pretty good.
Okay, I'll just do the first level for. 5.
5 points of healing for Namaris. Range.
So I'll move in range with the lion and the.
So at 20
Okay.
saves.
How about me?
No, wouldn't get.
Okay. Okay.
So do you want to? I know you've used your bonus action. You've moved. Nope, that's fine. You're up.
Right, well, I'm gonna attack this lion right in front.
Problem.
Wow. Yep. 5. Oh, 10.
10. Oh, that
Hang on.
misses.
Hang
Don't
on, I'm
forget
gonna add
Bardic
another
Inspiration,
Yeah,
D6.
you got your D6 Bardic Inspiration.
15.
That hits. Damage. Almost forgot about that.
That's
Wow.
right. That's the only use of it.
6.
Points
Oh,
of damage.
hang on. Hang on. 6,
2
9,
plus. Don't forget your rage damage.
9. 9.
9.
9! 9!
9 points of damage. Again, you slash open a visible wound across the upper shoulder of the lion, roars out in pain, and daggers to one side. Looking pretty rough, that lion. The other lion growls out as well. He's looking pretty fresh.
Het looks at the lion. I think it's the first one in front of me that looks the roughest of the two. And he points his loot forward, lifts his knee up like a machine gun, I guess, and sings, "Magic missile, magic missile," which is magic mirror, just in case you're wondering. And he fires magic missile at second level.
Yep.
So
what's the save?
2, 3. Just no save.
It's an automatic.
Automatic hit. 4 missiles coming his way. A total of 11 damage. 4 missiles. All white.
Ryan's exactly his hit point.
So the first missile heads straight into the lion's left eye, shoots out the back of its head. The second missile goes through its ribcage, white light bursting out the other side. The third and the fourth take out 2 sets of legs, one through the first set, one through the second. As it severs the legs, its body drops to the deck.
And it's nothing but goo on the ground, spraying Namaris with all manner of bodily process. Namaris doesn't even bat an eyelid at.
Het blows the end of his loot as if he'd shot his gun.
Namaris sort of reaches up and wipes some.
Wipe the goo out of my face.
Grins with. Is that you, Het? That is your turn?
That is Het.
Thunderous, bar up.
Alright, move over to behind Namaris. Yeah, that'll do.
It puts you within sneak attack distance, and yeah.
Crap. 6.
Dude, need to get better.
I know.
This is offhand attack.
Yeah, you must have some weighted dice.
Yeah, that's just bad. Bloody hell. 9.
Oh, dude. Not having any luck tonight at all, are you? No, Alessandros, obviously not right after those series of attacks and intimidations by Lion. The Panther comes in to strike and misjudges both attacks. 2 daggers, sharp as they are, not finding purchase on. Last lion roars loudly and takes an attack back at right in its face with 30 twink.
That it.
Actually, with light attack, 5 points of piercing damage down to 2 because you're raging. It's fine. Ayla, turn. Name.
Okay, so let's see. Am I able to poison spray? I need to get in range.
You would need to move closer to get poison spray. Want to move?
Yeah. I think maybe like a square or so.
I would say you'd know where to point it to not to hurt your enemy. Exceeds on a 16.
That sucks.
So that was your action. You still have a bonus action. They can pass cast of
Correct.
Well,
healing.
that's me then.
So that's pretty much you. And then Morris, back to the top.
Right, well, I'm just going to hit this bloody line.
So you had, oh, sorry, trash, damn it. You had advantage on those attacks too. Should have rolled twice. 5 feet of Neymar.
Oh, good.
Morris, you got to.
Neymar has got to remember herself.
Exactly. So remember that for next time. You have advantage on your attacks.
Yep.
Anywho, that's like a 24 to hit.
That hits.
$13 damage.
And Morris brings that mighty axe down across the head of the lion, opening a large gash across the lion's top of his head. Roars in pain and staggers back half a step. Looking at Neymar's, looking at Chris, growling and blood sort of running down. Still in this fight, taking a reasonable amount. Bonus action, movement, Neymar.
Nope.
Hit.
Hit. It's in anger mode. He doesn't have rage, but he wishes he does. Hit's going to aim that loot and just sing, oh, guns blazing, and do magic missile at first this time. It's
Back away.
rolling dice. 3 white beams. 6 total damage.
White beams, energy just fire from from Hit's loot, slamming into the side of the beak. Opening a large wound that's seared and smoking. You smell the burnt flesh and burnt hair. Almost knocks it over, but it's right itself, and then almost like it's getting ready to stand up on. Fight you. Almost deaf, standing sort of. Alessandros, your turn of hit.
I
No
heard
hit is happy.
beans and wondered why he was throwing vegetables.
All right, here we go.
So, at advantage,
Oh, fuck off.
roll twice for each attack.
Twice.
Roll twice to take the highest.
I got 11.
7. No, you just missed with the first attack. Second attack.
That's 2.
Got a 2 with two d20s.
And then 11 again.
Adding your bonus.
No.
You've got to add +5. 20.
Okay, then 11 plus 5. That's 16.
Got to remember to add
better.
that. Got to remember that +5. So both of those hit.
Okay.
Roll attack on you first. 1d4 3 plus your sneak.
Hang on.
1d4 first.
Six.
Damage now. Roll your sneak attack damage.
Is 8.
How do you do this? That one attack is enough. Finish the.
Using both daggers going in between the shoulders.
Alessandros has had enough. Jumps onto the back and drives both daggers between the shoulders. Runs them down under its virtually severs. Sort of drops forward. Blood sprays. Alessandros, the lion drops with Alessandros sitting on his back, half kneeling, half standing. pulls the daggers out, stands over this thing. After many missed attacks, it probably weren't missed attacks because you bonus. But that is combat over.
Ooh.
I just look at myself and go, oh my god, I just had a bath.
You're raging. You don't care, right?
Oh no, I finished raging.
That is initiative over, guys.
Oh, he stretches and wipes some of the blood. It is not used to his own blood.
Yes. First, I believe that's
That is the first time Hit has been unconscious. I think that's the first time Hit's ever lost more than 2 hit points.
So yeah, so that still the middle of the night. It's still raining. You guys have enemies. The rain is helping wash the blood away, wash the blood from your bodies. Be able to go back to sleep and finish your long rest. Complete a long rest. After nothing happened. Nothing more happens throughout the evening. You guys retain. You get all your hit points and everything back, and your spell slots. Sleep in because you had a rough night. So in the morning, the rain does subside, and the sun does come out again. Still a few grey clouds in the sky, but as you guys rouse in the morning, definitely a lot later in the morning than you would have hoped. You would hope to have gotten up earlier to get in by the day, but because of what happened during the night, you've been probably not going to make nightfall.
What the ogres have?
That
What did the ogres have?
roll an investigation check. Bodies.
Oh, look, an ogre.
Hit doesn't come out of his tent.
Who's investigating the orc?
I'll investigate the orcs with them.
Roll again.
Yeah, not much better. So investigation. Yeah, we may as well go 30.
You find between the two ogres, you find 60 gold pieces. Obviously, been robbing people on the road. They had short swords. Had sort of 2 short swords. One had a just buckler, standard shit, nothing special. Their armor was mismatched. Nothing great. It was up arm. One of them also had a piece of parchment. Is in common and basically reads about the bounty and it's get the impression that they trying to collect.
That would definitely seem the reason.
Well, they may have stolen it. Have it. Themselves, they could have stolen it. Bounty hunters that already killed. Get the impression that they by the lions and but Fiala, if you don't have panther lion,
Ooh.
seen them up close and personal.
I might skin one of the lions. For 7. I might do it badly.
Yeah, you've never really seen a lion before, so you're not sure. The anatomy's similar to other beasts you've seen, but it takes you quite a while. It takes you about 45 minutes to an hour to easily skin few holes in the hide. It's not looking great. I mean, it's probably serviceable. Probably be able to tan it and maybe sell it for something. I don't think you might be okay for a rug. Not the,
So I look at it and go, well, actually, maybe not, and left it on the fire.
let you smell it. But that's what you want to do. We're looking 20 past 10. We're going to call it there, guys. Before we carry on. We're almost. Thank you very much for coming along. Go. Guys, we'll get 190 XP each. Kills. I will get. Say we'll make it an even 300 each. Roleplay. 300 XP.
Excellent, thank you.
Some of you. Oh,
Yay!
no. Oh. Show will be in 2 weeks' time, guys. So back again. Two weeks' time will first. So, hopefully Aslan will be back with us by then. Full party again. Very big welcome. Hello, brother. Great show. You did really well.
Thank you.
Face. Thank you to the chat. You guys were awesome. And I hope you enjoyed it. Keep it on the YouTube if you did miss some of the show or you want odds, previous episodes of sometime days. Yeah. Everybody for coming tonight. Much. All on Monday. Gaming. Come back tomorrow night, 7 time. Playing some. Not sure what yet. PUBG. Till then.
Ciao.
Have a good evening.
Bye.
Next time.